Welcome to Potawatomi Sportsbook Weekly once again. I am Austin Herdina, our Sportsbook manager. I'm welcomed today by Zach Stute, our Sports Bar general manager, and special guest, Billy Schmid, our Packers and Badgers radio network.
Thanks for having me again, fellas.
Absolutely. We're happy to have you. Today we're covering our Green Bay Packers, the NFL, previewing the college football playoffs. Let's start with the Packers. We had a good lead this last week against the Broncos. We let it slip.
At what cost?
At what cost? Oh, man. It's such disappointing knowing that Micah Parsons is going to be out for the rest of the year. It's tough. I saw, talking in the locker room with Rashawn Gary, and he was you could just see it on his face how much emotion draining from the team that Parsons is not going to be there anymore. But we got a big game this week. I think every Packer is going to be up for this one. If you're not up for this one, you're not a true Green Bay Packer, right? You got to get up for the Bears. So we got a big game against the Bears. What are you guys thinking about this one?
Well, I think it is a little bit of a secret advantage in the circumstance. Obviously, you're a better football team always when Parsons is on the field. But since they had to prep an entire season worth of game planning, not anticipating that he was going to be a part of the Packers, I think that helps with some of the creativity that they'll have to use. But I'm with you, Austin. Like, if there's going to be a week that a lot of times you see this, even like when a backup quarterback comes in, that for the first couple of games, a lot of times the rest of the unit can survive the loss. It's long term that you really feel the blow.
Right, yeah, I agree. I mean, one thing that I'm noticing, too, about this game, it's going to be a pretty pass-heavy game. I know Rome Odunze got ruled out. Luther Burden just got ruled out today. Two guys have really stepped up this year. More recently, Luther Burden. But, Josh Jacobs a little banged up. He's got a knee and an ankle. He seems to play better when he doesn't practice all week. And true to the statement, he has not practiced to this point in the week. But the nice part about that is Bears have a pretty stout run defense, especially as of recently. So I'm looking to see this game go in the air a little bit, and with the wide receivers in Chicago banged up a little bit, I think that's going to be something advantage Packers.
The Packers have gone into Soldier Field quite a bit, obviously every year, right? Mm-hmm. In the last 15 times we've gone there, you know how many times we've won?
15.
14.
Come on.
Yeah,
we've won 14 of the last 15 games at Soldier Field.
Because Rodgers owns the Bears, and then I know Love only lost that. He's 4-1 against the Bears, to my knowledge, and the only game he lost was at home last year against Caleb Williams.
And the one loss in there, if I'm correct, would be 2018 when the Bears win the division. And you could argue that this is the biggest game the Bears have had since that game. I would put it back till 2013 when the Packers went down there in Week 17 for the division to win the division, and Randall Cobb broke their back and Chris Conti's top for 40-some yards on a touchdown to win that bad boy.
That was awesome.
That, yeah.
I remember that game very well. We had 4th down conversion on that drive.
3 4th down conversions on that drive and a 4th and 8 to win it.
One of my favorite Packers all time, Jeff Janis, was on the roster that year. and you know what? He was great against Arizona.
I remember that Hail Mary. Yeah.
2 times he was involved in those just downfield throws. That was the magical Packers. Like when you had Randall Cobb out there, James Jones, it didn't matter where the ball was going. There was a chance they could house it every time. Jordy Nelson,
I feel that way with this Packers team, though. You don't know who's going to get the ball. Our receivers, Christian Watson banged up again.
Aren't you surprised he's coming back, though?
Is he going to be playing Sunday? I don't know.
So he's practiced this week. Mm-hmm. I think he's going to play.
I struggle to think he doesn't go.
You have to play.
The way it sounded is they were concerned about some dislocated ribs. Okay. He's like, all right, sweet, they're all in place. 1, 2, 3, 12. Sweet, let's go. Let's suit up. And if he can walk, I anticipate he plays. And that's the tough thing is once you're out there, You're expected to perform.
Yeah.
But nice to see Matthew Golden a little bit. Maybe number 0 finally gets that first anytime touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, Matthew Golden really has to step up for as much equity as the Green Bay Packers have put into him as a draft prospect. And, like, all the hype he had coming in, being the first-round wide receiver for the first time since, who was it, Javon Walker?
Mm-hmm. It's been a while, yeah.
We got to get him more involved, and he's such a utility piece. I mean, Packers, now with Micah Parsons out on defense, may have to just get more creative on offense to take us to the bowl.
So the line currently sits at Packers -1, total of 46.5. You know, Bears, they will need to win the battle of the trenches to win this game. I really think without Parsons, they're going to have a little bit of an advantage at that. But Packers just winning 14 of the last 15 at Soldier Field, I think that's awesome. I want to see that continue for the rest of my life. This game could go either way, but it could go either way. But I expect a lot of points. I think the Bears' running game is going to be on point, and I think the Packers are going to be throwing the ball quite a bit. We got a banged up running back team. Like the whole running back depth chart is banged up right now.
Did you see Marshawn Lloyd went back on IR?
Yeah, I don't know.
Tough career for that kid.
It is. It has been. But yeah, I'm leaning towards the over 46.5 in this one. Even Caleb Williams, he just doesn't turn the ball over, which is something you see a lot of young quarterbacks do, but he hasn't. So I think we're going to see a lot of points.
And it was also an over when these two teams played at Lambeau, and conditions won't be an issue this week.
No.
It should be 45, 40 degrees, nice
weather.
December weather instead of 10 degrees. I'm with you. I do think there's a decent amount of points. I like the Packers in Austin, to your point, like 14 of 15 at Soldier Field. You got to get those wins in Illinois as long as possible before they, move this team to Northwest Indiana potentially, right? Before they get evicted from the state of Illinois, you got to stack as many of those wins as the Packers there.
I saw the headline yesterday. I didn't really read much about it. It sounds like they're still just trying to figure out where to put the new stadium.
They might want to go to Gary, Indiana, because who doesn't want a vacation in Gary, Indiana?
I mean, let's just move it to Milwaukee.
I suggested we call them the Dairyland Bears and move them there onto the racetrack in Kenosha.
Old man Rivers. All right, Phillip Rivers this past week, coming back after almost 5 years away from the game, 44 years old. And he drove the team down, got a field goal, 60-yard field goal. It was amazing. But then Seahawks come down, get their 6th field goal of the game. All they had was 6 field goals, 18 points. Tough way to lose for the Colts again. What a performance! I mean, he didn't like actually look super great. I mean, he only had 120 passing yards, but that team is good enough that if they can have a quarterback that just doesn't lose the game for them, they can be contenders.
Well, speaking of losing games, Anthony Richardson practice window just opened up, so
we'll see.
We'll see, but shout out to Old Man Rivers. Went from slamming beers and hanging out with his 10 kids to getting back in there, and the drop back and him falling on the ground and getting back up and running for 5 yards.
Yeah.
I was like, you know what? Good for him. Good on him. You lost the game, but at least you were still in it, and you know what? He had fun. You could tell he had a little bit of fun out there.
It was definitely Phillip Rivers that you anticipated seeing too, right? Like as quickly as possible, getting rid of the football, having them be in somewhat advantageous positions. You're right. I mean, their team is good enough that as long as you can get competent quarterback play, you would think that you can win 2 games to potentially find themselves into the playoffs.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's Jacksonville and Houston have been great this year, but they have games with those teams coming up. So if they can beat those guys, they're going to find their way in.
Yeah, that AFC South is looking like the standard for NFL play besides, obviously, the NFC North.
You talk about, you look at the beginning of the season. Let's go back to September, right, before we even had a week 1. And you look at, if someone would have told me, all three, we got 3 of the 4 AFC South teams are, have 9 wins or more, or whatever it is. Colts at 9 or 8, I don't know. But 3 teams that are potentially playoff teams, I would have been like, no way. That's the worst division in football.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
Well, AFC North. How about AFC North?
Yeah.
2 of them out of it. I mean, Cincinnati out, Baltimore out. I mean,
and it's a weird situation when you look at the entire AFC that the flag bearers, the standard bearers that you've seen there of Buffalo, Kansas City, Baltimore, right now, a couple of those on the outside looking in.
Yeah, Chiefs officially eliminated. Mahomes tears his ACL. Who knows if that will affect the start of next year? Probably will affect somewhat.
Mahomes will be there week 1.
We'll see.
It's Mahomes. He'll be there week 1. He ain't gonna lay down. And
I mean, who would have thought that the Chiefs, a week before Christmas, would already eliminate from the playoffs?
Bet you a lot of people put money on that, and that's
shocking to me.
Definitely the only people that didn't have that on their card was Amazon, because their final Thursday night game is Broncos and Chiefs. I don't think they anticipated that Christmas night game was going to be completely meaningless.
Irrelevant.
And actually, all of the games potentially could be meaningless. I think there's only one team or two teams scratching for a playoff spot, because the Lions play the Vikings. They're out. Washington and Dallas both going to be potentially out. And Kansas City already packed in for a week and a half.
Yeah, we got Gardner Minshew leading the
Minshew Mania. You
That's
remember
awesome.
that in
I love
Jacksonville?
Minshew.
I do too. He practices. He lives in a van, I guess, in my old hometown in Naples, Florida. During the off season, just gets on the beach and just works out all day.
What a life.
Uncle
beautiful
Rico
spot.
looking guy.
Well, they might be looking like Santa Claus with a victory there on Christmas night.
We have a game tonight.
This will be a good one.
We have a game tonight that does matter for the playoff picture. These two teams battling for the 1 seed, and as you know in the NFC, you got top 4 seeds are division winners. So if you're not the 1 seed in this division, you're going to be the 5 at best. The Rams at the Seahawks. Two teams that are both is it 10-3? Is that what I'm looking at?
11-3.
Both 11-3 right now. Rams are the team that I think most people are looking at right now as the favorite in the NFC. They've shown quite a bit. We got Stafford looking at the favorite as the MVP winner right now this year.
His stats are just ridiculous.
Oh, he's got like 10 more touchdown passes than anybody else.
Yeah, his stats are just incredible.
Yeah, I mean, this Rams team's been very good. At Seattle, a team that has been more of a surprise this year, right? I don't think a lot of people thought they'd be 11-3. But Sam Darnold did this last year with the Vikings. They were in a spot where they were like 11-3, and now the Seattle's doing it. So, what do you guys think about this game? Where are you guys leaning on this one?
I said it in the beginning of the season. I'll say it now. I still think Seattle is probably one of the best teams in the NFC. And if they don't win tonight, they're going to be a hard team to knock out come playoff time. That defense is incredible. JSN's having a wide receiver 1 season. Sam Darnold has been efficient, if not above average. And I think if we get that same kind of play out of him tonight with Tay down, it's supposed to be really windy and cold tonight. Expect a lot of running, at least from my perspective. Kobe Parkinson's been playing really well for them. Puka will be back. Like, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I like Seattle.
I really like Seattle as well. Don't look now, you're right. MVP frontrunner at the moment, Matthew Stafford.
That's right.
They lose tonight, and Buffalo continues to roll. Josh Allen wins his second consecutive MVP.
Now, see, I like that.
With
possible.
somebody that is in the top 5, I believe, of rushing touchdowns on the year, and potentially comes back and swipes the division from the absolute ashes. That one doesn't feel completely done to me, but I like Seattle in this spot because of everything you said, Zach. Their defense is A1, and I don't know that people have given it enough credit. It's kind of like the Packers coming into the year. They had a lot of really, really good players. How many of them were going to ascend to blue chip elite players? And you've seen a couple of them. And the only real difference right now is that most of those guys for Seattle have stayed healthy.
Jeff Hafley, head coach of New York Jets next year.
Let's just not keep. Let's just
gonna
stop
be hard to
talking
keep
about
up.
that. What I think we said on the radio show earlier today was we just stop allowing any of his press conferences to be public. All of the videos get deleted, so then nobody can start campaigning for him to be their head coach. So they get one more year of him in
He
Green
gets
Bay.
the people going, man.
Listen, I saw a transcript of what he had to say this week, and I was getting a little down, coming off a loss and Parsons being out. I saw what he had to say about this week, and it just fired me up again. Like, I'm ready for this Packers.
Flip the page,
game.
come on.
Yeah, it's true. Seattle, they need home field more than I think anybody in the NFC. The 12-man, what they can do with that crowd and the weather playing in effect in January games in Seattle, I think they need that more than anybody, but I don't think they're going to get it. I think the Rams are going to win tonight. I think the Rams are going to finish strong. They're going to win. They're going to be the one seed.
Down Devontae. What a call.
And
Yeah.
if Seattle wins tonight, there's actually a big possibility that San Francisco can leap into the 1 seed.
Yeah.
Because they will play Seattle week 18 of the year, and if both teams are continually going out the way that it sits right now, they would play for the tiebreaker, the number 1 seed on the last day of the NFL season, and for back-to-back seasons, the 1 seed in the NFC would be on the line on Sunday Night Football week 18.
And how about the 49ers? Like, nobody's talking about them.
Not at all.
Nobody is saying, oh, yeah, you know who I think's contender? The Niners. Like, no one's talking about them.
They're not a contender.
Why not? Why are they not a contender in your mind?
They lost so much on defense. Like, they get to the playoffs, but getting to the playoffs when there's an extra seed now is not that difficult. You need to be on the better half of the league, and I just don't see them being that.
I think they have a fantastic coach. I think they have a fantastic running game.
Mm-hmm.
I think that
Christian McCaffrey can't last that long. Christian McCaffrey is built out of glass.
Lasted all the way to the Super Bowl a couple of years ago.
The guy is built from glass. And Ricky Pearsall, must have tore his hamstring. Something happened with him again. Juwan Jennings has been playing well. George Kittle's great, but I just don't think they got it enough this year. Being out Fred Warner too.
Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, they would be the sign though to Packers fans to say, hey, you're not out of it right after losing your best defensive player. They lost their best 2, and right now they're an earshot away from hosting the entire playoffs and the Super Bowl in their own building.
That's true. Something I just thought of. I got to bring up. I saw on the McAfee show this week that J.J. Watt said he wanted to be a Packer, and he just wanted like 1 year, $5 million, and he would take it.
It made sense. Like when it was when there was rumors about it, it made sense.
Dude, when he was a free agent, I was like, oh my God, we have to get him. Like, we have to. Like,
Hometown boy.
How long has it? Like, we wanted that presence. We needed that leader on the defensive line, like we got with Parsons, right? We could have got for $5 million on the free agent without having to trade anything away.
Taking a hometown discount to come back to Wisconsin and play. I mean,
I'm so disappointed that didn't happen.
Let's just take that and we'll rally for T.J. Watt to come to Green Bay next year. So you got T.J. Watt, Micah Parsons, and really that's all you need on defense.
That'd be fantastic.
Like that. Okay,
I like that too.
It's a hot take.
Yeah, it is, right? So yeah, let's talk about the restaurant here. We have fantastic restaurant here. Have you eaten the food here at all?
Have I eaten?
Have you? What have you had?
Have you seen the size of me? First off, the fried chicken is one of the best things on the menu.
The 4-piece fried chicken with the coleslaw, the potatoes.
It's unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. And it also has a little bit of the Wisconsin broasted taste to it, which you can tell the difference if you're from Wisconsin. Sorry about it, you just can. Yeah. Also, it's the piggybacker burger is the one
burger.
With the pulled pork on top of it and the bacon. Sweet Lord. Now, the tough thing is you do need a nap potentially in line with that one. But I'd be remiss to not shout out the pancakes as well.
We have some really comfortable lounge chairs that you could sit
makes
in.
You feel real guilty when you get into a piggyback, but it feels so good when you do it. But right at the end, you're like, I shouldn't have. You feel dirty a little bit, right?
Dang, I wish I had more waffle fries, too.
Interesting plug, guys. Right now, we're working on rolling out a new menu. Come in, ask for the cheese curds. We got cheese curds finally, and they're amazing.
Oh, I want them tonight.
Let's go.
While I'm watching this Rams-Seahawks game, I want some cheese curds.
Yep, and we do have beer bucket specials. We still have our specials on our towers. So, I mean, Austin, you can't drink while you're here on the clock, but if you come here as a guest, we'd be happy to take care of you.
I still think that we should have a beer tower in here next time that we do the podcast. And now, can I also ask Zach one important question?
Yeah.
Can you order the beer tower for yourself?
Can't.
If you're sitting at the table, can you order the beer tower and only drink it yourself?
I mean, should you?
Probably.
No. Can we? No. But has it happened? On occasion, but we usually have pretty good eyes on the playing field.
Listen.
No 100 ounces of beer for you by yourself.
Drink Wisconsinably.
That would be 200 ounces to yourself if you're doing it Wisconsinably.
Oh, yeah, the restaurant here is amazing. Our reservation system, if you're looking at coming in to watch any of these games coming up, Saturday night, you want a spot in the restaurant, in the Sportsbook, watching the Packers and Bears, head to Potawatomi.com, go to the Sportsbook tab, click on reservations. You'll see your choices for the seating areas in the room. You're putting money down towards your deposit. So, what it is you're not paying like a fee, like a flat fee. That money you put down is a hold towards your food and beverage while you're here. So it's really awesome. So fun to watch the Packer games with a crowd of people. Even the UFC events that we have, it's fight nights or something special in the Sportsbook. I don't know if you've experienced it here yet before, but it's awesome.
Last year, I'm here with my wife, my pregnant wife at the time, and the Alexander Usyk against Tyson Fury boxing match turned on in the middle of an NFL game, and my wife despises combat sports. By the 6th round, she goes, I don't really know how they're grading this scorecard. I had him losing 9-8 in that last round. There's no chance. It is hard to not get swept up in the excitement in here for a fight.
Yeah, we're actually having Jake Paul fight in here this week, right?
Yeah, Friday night.
Friday night, Jake Paul showing on the Sportsbook. Come on down.
I think he's going to get his face batted in pretty bad.
Do you guys have to warn people that they could potentially be watching somebody lose their life in there when Anthony Joshua demolishes him that way?
When it was Mike Tyson versus Jake
there.
Paul, I was a little worried for Tyson, to be honest with you.
Really? Iron Mike is still Iron
Isn't
Mike.
he like 60?
He's a little rusty, but man, that guy
I saw
take
him
some
two-piece
shots.
that guy on the plane. There was no shot I was betting against him.
Oh, man.
That outro for Mike Tyson in that fight was something special. That was worth the price of admission for that. I mean, when he was leaving and the things he said, interesting for sure.
Tyson with a mic. That is worth the price of admission. You're right.
Also,
with a mic.
Also Friday night, college football playoff kicks off. We got Alabama and Oklahoma, two college football powerhouses going against each other.
Two great programs.
Yeah, these two teams played last month. Alabama was a 6.5-point favorite in that one in Tuscaloosa, but Oklahoma left there with a 23-21 win. They played last year as well. Oklahoma won that one 24-3. This one's being played in Norman, and Oklahoma's had their number. And one of my plays of this week is Oklahoma laying just 1 point. Give me that. Both these defenses as well have been just two of the top 10 defenses this season. Not surprised by the low total of 40.5. I mean, that's really low for a college football game, especially between two really good teams. But it's going to be a physical, hard-fought game. I think Oklahoma's defense is just top-notch. I think the Alabama that you saw against Georgia in the SC Championship is the Alabama I kind of think they are right now. I think that they are not necessarily a top 10 team. I think they're just on the cusp of that. Oklahoma, -1. Give me them.
I love that play. Love it. And also, Austin, you shouted out the 24-3 no contest last year that happened between the two clubs. That basically kept Alabama out of the playoff a year ago. It was such a staining loss that when it came down to an at-large bid, there was no shot you could put them in over like an SMU losing in the conference title game. Yeah. I'm with you. I hope the Sooners can score enough with Mateer. He just hasn't been the same player since his injury. But I don't know that Ty Simpson right now is healthy because he has not looked good at all. And if indeed there's ever a story to be told on a podcast after the season, whatever the hell happened to Ryan Williams is going to be a great story to tell at some particular point in time.
Just about to say that. I was like, wasn't he like the most hyped college player coming into the season?
Freshman last year, yeah.
Like, I've been to the games. I went to Tuscaloosa once, and it was an incredible environment. I don't think they're the same program without Saban, so I think I'm with you guys with Oklahoma.
They're also the only 3-loss team in the playoffs.
Yeah,
I thought that they would be that 28-7 loss to Georgia. Just the way they lost, I thought they'd be left out of the playoffs. I thought Notre Dame was going to get in over them. So Alabama definitely, it feels like they have something to prove. Show why they should be a playoff team, but I think Oklahoma's got their number. I think they just match up better. We also got Miami at Texas A&M, Tulane at Ole Miss, James Madison at Oregon. All three of those games taking place Saturday. Do you guys like anything in those games?
Can I take the easiest one on the board?
Yeah.
James Madison's going to get absolutely smoked.
Really?
Like, I feel actually... No, smoked as potentially worse than the trees in Oregon. They say that you're backing up you're cutting down some redwood trees when you're taking this kind of wood, 21.5. I'd lay 31.5. I think the Ducks beat the brakes off of the Dukes. With James Madison's coach already leaving... Sure, Oregon has two coordinators leaving, but they got beat and embarrassed in their only playoff game a year ago.
Yeah.
They get to do it at home. I don't think it's going to be close, and I think it's going to be so ugly that it's a good thing Packers and Bears is on at the same time, so you actually have something for your eyes to take away from the massacre that's happening out there in Eugene.
That's a great point.
Like
the Packers and Bears being at the same time. Yeah, in the sportsbook here, that's going to be on the main screen with the audio, just so you know that right now. But we will have James Madison, Oregon on another large screen as well. Yeah, I'm just excited for the college football playoff to be here. We've waited so many years for a larger playoff field, and it's just awesome. I love it. The more games, the merrier for me. And then Indiana, right? They're going to be playing the winner of Alabama and Oklahoma. Tough matchup, being the number one team, and you have to play the winner of that game. But Indiana plus 310 is my pick of the college football championship. Heisman winner Fernando Mendoza, coach Kurt Cignetti, they're still not getting the respect that they've earned on the field. There's something special about this team, and I know they'll be ready for big games. I anticipate a rematch of the Big Ten championship game for the national championship. I think Indiana gets there, and I think Ohio State gets there. I think we get a hell of a championship. I think Indiana wins it again. So I'm taking Indiana plus 310 to win it all. That's my playoff pick.
I like it. Mendoza just won the Heisman.
Yeah.
Give it to him.
You're going to hate me on this.
All right, bring it.
You're going to hate me on
Royals
this.
I wanna hear it.
transferring.
I got Texas Tech. Now they're at 8-1 right now, plus 800. I also like the Dogs to be able to bark down there in the SEC, being able to score. But I think those quarterfinal games have a chance to be, or the semifinal games have a chance to be some of the best games that we get to watch. If it's Texas Tech against Indiana, I could watch that game 7 times for how good both of those defenses are going to be.
Texas Tech has been really impressive. That they really took care of BYU without any problems. Yeah, they're going to be a tough out. They're going to be. Looks like if Oregon wins, if they get by James Madison, which we all think they will, I believe Texas Tech lines up with Oregon. That'll be a good game as well. Do you guys got any picks? You got any NFL games? Anything you really like? You want to tell the people?
I got a hammer this week.
Let's hear it.
New England at plus points. So they're getting points and they're getting plus money on the money line against Baltimore. Hammer that.
When you saw that, you thought it was a mistake.
Yeah, I thought it was a mistake. I thought Sportsbook was trying to lose the farm here.
All right, I like it.
It's pretty nice of them to give you that plus 130 on the money line this close to Christmas, too.
Yeah, right?
Be able to buy some gifts off that? That's
Can I-
incredibly nice.
Can I bet the
Generosity's
house?
out through the roof
Do you
right
guys
now.
take houses as bets?
No, I don't
I'd
do
bet
that.
the house.
No, you got to bet responsibly.
That's also been my favorite line of the week. I'm with you, Zach. I also think there's another wrong team favorite, like God bless the Dallas Cowboys and Jerry Jones and company. I don't know why they're favored against the Chargers. Now, can Los Angeles block without their 2 best tackles on the field? I think they've shown enough that they can, and they've also showed that they can win games because of their defense, something I don't think the Cowboys can do.
I got one more pick of the week for you guys, too. Carolina Panthers, plus 3, at home against Tampa Bay. This is probably the biggest game the Carolina Panthers have played in Carolina in many, many years. They need this win. They need to, they're a playoff team. I really look at this team as a playoff team. I think Carolina's going to get in over Tampa Bay.
Bryce Young wins big games. I feel like he is in a position now. The only thing that makes me a little weary is Teratoa McMillan was out in practice today too, but that Jalen Coker kid's been doing really well, and that run game is great, and that defense is above average, I would say.
I think Tampa's frauds. I think they are. Even if they were to get in, I don't see
injured.
them. I don't see them possibly winning a playoff game.
They have collapsed like nobody's business, and their coach just dog walking them in the press conference after the game. I'm with you. I love Carolina, and they're like a bad habit, almost like Marlboro Lights. I really was struggling to be able to quit those things. Like, I cannot quit the Carolina Panthers, so I'm so glad that somebody just handed me the olive branch to say I also like Carolina this week, so I don't feel terrible going and betting them.
You just want someone to say it's okay. You're gonna want this.
It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Step outside.
Come over here.
Just one
It's
won't
just
hurt.
like a Marlboro cigarette. Just come on.
One won't
more.
hurt. It'll
One
be
more.
okay.
You play next week.
Well, thank you guys for joining us this week. A huge thank you to Billy Schmid. If people want to hear more from you, where can they hear you?
You can always hear us on 1070 The Game every morning. No BS morning show, 6 to 10. You can find it on YouTube as well, at Bill Schmid Radio on all the socials. You'll find it there. But post-game, Packers Radio Network, Bears and Packers, Saturday night. After winning and enjoying an entire night here at the Sportsbook, tune in to 95.7 Big FM, Packers Radio Network, wherever you're at, and listen to us on Packers OT.
All right, thank you. Thank you to the crew in the back. For Zach, myself, thank you guys for watching. Get your bets in at Potawatomi Sportsbook and reserve a table Saturday to see the Packers take on the Bears. Thank you.